My landlord thought he could rob me blind and walk away without consequences. He took nearly all my deposit, gave me scraps, and laughed in my face. But what he didn't realize, karma had a long memory, and when it finally hit, it ruined his reputation, cost him thousands, and left with nothing but an empty, trashed apartment. If you've ever been cheated by someone who thought they could get away with it, you're going to love this story. Hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for one of the most satisfying landlord revenge tales you'll hear today. For more than 10 years, I lived in the same high-rise apartment, 20 stories tall, packed with neighbors, and yes, full of gossip. My landlord, he lived right next door. Cold, distant, but the deal was simple. Never bother him unless it was an emergency. Shower head broken? Replace it. Fridge dead? Fix it. Or buy a new one and deduct it from the rent. No questions asked. For 10 years, it worked perfectly. But then his wife got greedy. She wanted more money, wanted to kick me out, and planned to illegally rent the place as an office. I agreed to move out early, as long as I got 1 month's rent back and my deposit. Seemed fair. But when move-out day came, they flipped. Suddenly, the place was ruined. They demanded deductions for everything. Tiny nail holes from photo frames, a chipped tile, even window screens that were in better condition than when I moved in. Sure, my cat scratched the dining table legs and the pull-up bar left dents in the kitchen doorway, but they blew the list up into dozens of bogus charges. I cooperated anyway. Got the table legs re-leathered, patched walls, even spackled tiny holes. In the end, they owed me 24,000 renminbi, about 2,500 pounds. You know what I got? 500. The landlord smirked and said, "If you don't accept the 5, you get nothing." I walked away furious, but took the money. And then I talked to one older lady in the building. Big mistake for them. She spread the story everywhere. Overnight, the landlord's wife went from queen of the mommies group to a pariah. Nobody wanted to deal with them. The twist? I didn't even leave the building. I rented another unit there. So they still had to see me almost every day. A year later, I stopped by my old unit when the office asked about the floor heating. The dents in the kitchen door frame? Still there. They'd never fix them. They just pocketed my deposit. 5 years later, at 3 a.m, I saw the lights on in my old unit. Curious, I checked and found the door wide open. The place was trashed. Cabinets smashed. Graffiti on the walls reading "Lazy Landlord." And yes, the dents in the door frame? Still there. By then, the building had a chat group with 500 members. I snapped photos and posted everything. That lit the fuse. Dozens of neighbors chimed in with their own horror stories. He'd stolen deposits from them, too. People posted pictures of trash left in hallways, smoking indoors, foul language around kids. The evidence piled up. The building management got involved. Then the cops. And finally, the fines. He was fined for creating a public disturbance, degrading quality of life, and illegally renting a residence as an office. Worst of all, the building refused to let him hire workers to repair the damage. His precious unit sat empty for 6 months. He lost a full year's rent, all because he wanted to pocket a month and a half's worth of mine. It was glorious. He took my money and thought he'd won, but in the end, he lost far more. His reputation tanked. His wife was shunned, and the investment turned into a massive loss. Karma didn't just knock. It kicked the door down. It still makes me laugh that trying to cheat me out of a deposit ended up costing him thousands. Sometimes, greed doesn't just bite you, it swallows you whole. If that revenge made you smile, smash that like button and drop a comment. What's the worst landlord experience you've ever had? And of course, subscribe for more stories that prove karma always catches up.